everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a great day. I have a beautiful Belle Tress piece to show you guys today, but before we jump to that, I want to tell you about the piece I'm wearing. This is Jon Renau's Fiery. It is an HD synthetic piece and the color is 6F27. I always enjoy wearing this piece. The lace is well done, so I'm able to pull it back off my face. It's a beautiful rich color. It's kind of a tried and true piece I go to. So check it out, Jon Renau's Fiery, color 6F27. But today is all about Belle Tress, and the piece I am showing you is Special Reserve. Now I can already tell she is a fun little piece. She has this curl down at the bottom that I'm sure is going to flip out and flip up and just bring a lot of body and life into this piece. So she is very cute. The color I'm showing you is English Toffee. Now this is part of Belle Tress's Cafe collection, and all the colors are based on any color that you would see at a coffee house that has to do with your drink. So lots of dark rich browns, caramel highlights, some just anything that reminds you of coffee. The color collection is based around that. So again, this is English Toffee, which reminds me a lot of chocolate with caramel that I showed you in the piece Ceremony. Now, if you know the color chocolate with caramel from Belle Tress, then this piece I would say is much lighter, not much, it is lighter. It's a lighter version of the chocolate with caramel. So this is a medium brown blended with light auburn. So it has a few more reddish strands running through it, but overall it does not give the appearance of an auburn piece. It's definitely a darker brown with just some sun-kissed lighter pieces running through it. Now this is a 100% hand-tied lace front, which gives it a lot of movement, a lot of natural looking movement. It has the lace front here, and then it has a lace side part, and then open wefting in the back. Sorry, it's not a lace part, it's a mono part. Lace front, mono part, open wefting in the back. This is a heat-friendly piece, so you can heat style it with tools up to 350 degrees. I would be careful with this piece because there is a lot of movement in it, and you wouldn't want to disrupt the natural curl pattern. If you try to kind of curl it a different way, you probably don't want to straighten it out. But if you see any frizz on the ends, you can just knock it out with the heat tool, and you have the ability to do that with this synthetic wig. So this is an average cap size overall, about, I mean, it's looking pretty long here in the back. So we're gonna call this about a 12-inch piece. The weight is about 4 ounces, and that is what she looks like. I'm gonna go put her on so you can see what she is all about. Be screenshot ready. Here are all the details on Belle Tress's Special Reserve. Okay, here she is. This is Belle Tress's Special Reserve. I'm still trying to kind of figure out the style. There is a lot of movement to this piece, a lot of things you can do with this piece. I feel like every time I run my hands through it, it kind of does something different. So it'd be great to check out wigsbypattiespearls.com to see a stock photo, to see the different ways the model is wearing it. But even then, there's a ton of options I feel like you can do with this. Right now, I kind of feel like I'm getting a Flintstones kind of Betty Rubble vibe, the way it's flipping out. But I do know that with some heat, because this is heat friendly, and with some water, I might be able to tame these curls to maybe swoop more to the side instead of flipping out. And then I would definitely want to style back this front piece to keep it out of my face. So I don't think this piece is meant to be tame. I feel like it's meant to be just kind of carefree and fun to wear. So if you like some big hair and you want to experiment with a lot of layers and some movement, I think this piece would be great for you. Okay, let's see if I can, there we go. Okay, just trying to make my way through all that hair. Now this does have a lace front. Now I noticed as I was putting it on and adjusting it that the knotting is very dark and very heavy on this piece. I originally had it parted over here on the left, which is where the mono piece is, so you would definitely have to part it on the left unless you're just wearing it just kind of carefree and out of your face. But you notice that the knotting is very dark on this piece, and there's not a lot of forgiveness with the lace here in the front. It's very, very short, and it's not fitting very flush with my forehead. I feel like any little movement, it's kind of making it move around a lot. So I think the volume on this piece is its saving grace, because if this was more sleek and worn down, I think you would notice it a lot more than it is now, because it does have movement and volume here at the top, so you can get away trying to disguise those knots. Does that make sense? You see how once I pulled it down, the knots don't become an issue, but if this were sleek and this was, you know, a more severe part, you would see the dark knotting on this piece. Now this is, the color is English Toffee, which is a medium brown, and then it has some light auburn in it. So it's not just a stark dark brown. It does have some contrasting pieces in there and some highlights, which gives it a beautiful, rich color. I feel like the more I'm playing with it, I feel like this is kind of its style. Like, I feel like this is a safe style for it. It's covering the dark knots. It still has the movement in it. So this is probably what you're gonna get if you get this piece. If this is you, then I think it's gonna be a super cute style. The strands feel really good. There's some good texture to it. It doesn't feel coarse, but it's not overly silky, giving it a very obvious wig kind of look to it. This is heat friendly. I don't really know what you could do. I don't know if I would try to change the structure of these curls or not. You might end up with a bit of a mess if you start to do that. So if it starts to lose some of its bouncing curls, maybe you can go in there and just kind of encourage the curl to go back to its original form. You could also do that with water and just kind of move the curl in the direction it's supposed to go. So there's always that option, that you don't have to use heat, and it would keep the wig looking newer for longer. All right, styling, you can definitely get an ear tuck like this. You could probably clip back this piece, but again, that's going to make the knotting more obvious. And of course, this is the color. If you go with a different color in the cafe collection, there's some beautiful blonde pieces that you could choose from that would help with the situation with the dark knots. It's because it's a dark color, you're going to notice it against that lace front. Again, it is hand tied, so that's why you can get all of this movement and bounce with it. It's a really cute, fun, flirty piece. I'm gonna do a 360 so you can see what all of the sides look like. There is the right and the back, the left side, and there you go. All right, if you need a special reserve in your life, head on over to wigsbypattiespearls.com. This is a Belle Tress piece. The style is special reserve, and the color I'm showing you today is English Toffee. All right, I will see you guys next time.